Hello and welcome to another video on the beautiful Maine coast. So I made it to Portland Head Light, and there's a lot of neat things here actually at the park. They've got, well, let me zoom out here for the harbor light. So from the spot with the actual lighthouse that I come to see, there's like 3 other lighthouses you can actually see from here, and there's an amazing fort. I mean, it just seems to be different pieces of the fort that are everywhere. It must have been really something in its day. And I wouldn't mind having a house right there. One of those would be kind of nice. And we come here, this is Ram Island. And that's the ledge light. It's a cute lighthouse all of itself. We'll see if we can zoom in here. Get you way off in the distance. There's another lighthouse. And there's a little peak of the Portland Head. So you might recognize, even if you're not familiar with the name Portland Head Light, you might recognize this lighthouse as being one of the most photographed lighthouses in the United States. So, I mean, it's been photographed basically from every angle, every different thing you can imagine. And it's just an iconic lighthouse. You can't help but just want to take pictures of it everywhere. So, you got a little bit of the old lighthouse with the modern day cruise ship, which I'm having kind of fun watching it go by, which is a neat experience. But the crowds, I'm guessing there was already a cruise ship docked in the port, because the crowds have been a little bit more than I would have liked today. I'm trying not to catch all the people in the different shots, but it's definitely a lighthouse that everybody wants to go see. And there's another view of the ledge light. We'll see if we can't do a little bit of fun stuff here. And that is a real paint job on that cruise ship. I wonder where it came from and how many destinations it goes to. So, the Portland Head Light is the first lighthouse built by the United States government after it was formed. So it was, new government, it's beginning of our country. So it's kind of a really, really neat lighthouse for the history of it. Some of the lighthouse keepers was added later from the original light. Over its life, it's been raised 20 feet, taken down 20 feet, and put back up 20 feet. So that was kind of an interesting piece of history too, because why raising it, taking it back down, putting it back up? But it's fun to look into the history on this lighthouse. So I recommend, if you like history, if you like lighthouses, research a little more, find out some more stuff about it, because it's really neat. It's got some really neat history. It was completed in 1791. It's the oldest lighthouse in Maine, which, I mean, it's a pretty old one for the whole country, but it's the oldest in Maine. So when they ordered the building of it, they wanted, of course, money was tight at the time, new government. So they said the materials to be used should be taken from the fields and shores. So it's made of rubble stone. I guess that was just what they could find. So it's got some pretty cool history. And then the lighthouse keeper's house there was added later on, so it wasn't with the original. And of course, it was raised 20 feet from the original, which I'm thinking is that little, you can kind of see there where it was kind of changed its design on the top. It's got a beautiful view of the ocean. Of course, I mean, it's a lighthouse. So the Portland Head Lighthouse, you know, you'll see it, it's on calendars, it's in lighthouse books. I mean, it is a well photographed lighthouse. And I mean, it's got a beautiful spot here. There's gonna catch a little bit of a sailboat in the background there. So, I mean, it's a beautiful spot. The area, like I said, has the fort, it's got other lighthouses, it's got the park, lots of parking, big park. If you've got time, bring a picnic, enjoy, play down on the beaches. You can go down on the rocks, play with the rocks down there, get different angles of the lighthouse. So it's kind of out there, kind of a little bit on a point, so you can get down on both sides of the lighthouse. The one side has got rocks you can kind of stack up, play with. The other side, it's a little more shelfy. But it helps you get different angles of the lighthouse for your photographs. And just get to see some of the classic Maine coastline. And of course, out there along so much of Maine's coastline, so many lighthouses everywhere. So it has been a real fun to be able to get to visit some of them, get to see some of them. I haven't made it to any of the lighthouses on the islands because this was basically a road trip. I wasn't doing any boat trips this time. But I've enjoyed getting to see even the ones off on the islands. Anyway, I've really enjoyed Portland Head Light. Definitely a go see. If you like this video, subscribe, ring the bell. We'll catch another adventure sometime. But I've really enjoyed Maine altogether. Definitely recommend coming to Maine if you get a chance. It's beautiful. October is a great time. The leaves were beautiful. I've really enjoyed it. The weather has been amazing. So definitely recommend the Portland Head Lighthouse. Definitely recommend Maine. And make sure you catch yourself a lobster. And see you next time.